Thompson's going to take this one, so Comstiff has gone near post. And Brown and Crombie far side. Oh, and the goalkeeper's lost it, and it's in. And Crombie came in there at the back, and Bolton take the lead. Owen flicked on and out by Winstanley, and Elliott charged down, and Ayres, and there's a goal for Blackpool. It's David Ayres. It's 1-1, and suddenly the game has opened up, and there's excitement all round the ground. It went straight through a crowd of players. This is Brook. And Matthews in a good position here, number 7. Not a bad pullback either. And Garner. Goal! Andy Garner. It's 2-1 Blackpool.
Brown. His neck always seems to be very stiff with his headers. His whole body seems to play the ball. Oh! Right from distance by Thomas. Dean Thomas from way, way out. A real skidder along, which brings to life for those who've travelled the 14 miles to Northampton. Cleared by Holmes, header back by Rains, then a flick from Hawkins. Hawkins again. There's Davis. This is all very untidy, all going from side to side, but now Massey. McKinnon, beautiful! You won't see a better cross, nor a better header in the first round of the FA Cup. That was superbly done, and it's 1-0 to Sutton United. Byron suddenly, with that tricky jinking sidestep of his, has started to create a few doubts in the minds of the Sutton defenders on this right flank. This time he hits the corner very deep and long towards Ozell. Ozell's shot! And it is 1-1.
Hamilton with the free kick. Well, that's come all the way to Croft. Oh, he did well. It's in. Robert Painter. Johnson, the left back, has gone right over to that right-hand corner flag to take this. We're into stoppage time. And Johnson can retrieve it and pump it straight back. Oh, and he's fallen for Bear! A chance of glory! What a brilliant finish! Moss Rose erupts. We've played 90 minutes. It's time for stoppages. And Steve Bear, who got the hat-trick against Rotherham, has come from nowhere to make it one apiece.
Aylesbury United in the green and white hoops produced the performance of the round against 4th Division leaders Southend. Goalless for 80 minutes until this Glenn Donegal header. Donegal, who's 20, cost a club record fee of £15,000 from Northampton a few weeks ago. It was the kind of goal that deserves to win a cup tie, and it takes Aylesbury manager Trevor Gould one step nearer to going into the draw with Brother Bobby's Wimbledon. Whitley Bay of the HFS Homes League in the stripes were away to 4th Division Scarborough, and thanks to Chris Scott's superb header, progressed another stage along the road to Wembley. While the non-league side celebrated, Scarborough's fans demonstrated how quickly they'd become disenchanted with the side they were acclaiming as conquerors of Chelsea only last month. Peterborough have done enough giant killing in the past to be wary of non-league opponents. They're in the blue shirts. Laurel Sterling gave them the lead against Hayes. Sterling's goal came a minute before half-time, and it left Sterling with some bruises to show for his efforts, but it didn't dent the resilience of the Vauxhall Isthmian League side, though it did take a wild challenge by goalkeeper Paul Crichton on Darren Seabrook to open the way for Hayes' equaliser. Paul Barracliff scored the penalty. The replay is on Tuesday. Not such a good day for the Vauxhall Conference clubs. Kidderminster Harriers, red and white halves, were a goal down to Swansea in the 2nd minute. The scorer, Andy Melville. It's been a good week for the Swansea defender. On Wednesday in Cologne, he won his first cap for Wales. Here, he scored again in the 18th minute. That's how it stayed for most of the next 3/4 of an hour, until Richard Forsyth raised Kidderminster hopes. And when Swansea seemed to have cleared a corner only a couple of minutes later, Paul Bancroft unleashed a left-foot shot that was sweet, true and unstoppable. 2-2. But the celebrations proved premature. Swansea rallied and Simon Davey claimed the decisive touch as the Welsh Cup holders made sure of a continuing interest in the English Cup. Stafford Rangers, in the stripes, had their kick-off delayed to get all the fans in, but they wasted no time taking the lead against Halifax. Chris Camden scored from the penalty spot after only 7 minutes. That held until just before half-time, when Halifax produced a flowing move that culminated with Paul Fleming at the far post. In the second half, there was another penalty. Chris Camden was brought down, or did he fall? Anyway, it gave him a chance to score his 2nd of the match. Last season, Camden also scored twice when Stafford drew with Crewe in the first round. Their lead lasted here until the last 10 minutes. Then Phil Horner struck twice. That was the first. And the second came 4 minutes later. They were Horner's first ever goals in the FA Cup, and they take Halifax into round 2. Telford in white were 1 down to Walsall Stuart Rimmer after only 23 minutes. The 3rd Division side produced 2 more in the last 5 minutes. Keith Birchin, and then in the last 60 seconds, Graham Forbes. This inflicted the first FA Cup home defeat on Telford by a league club for 20 years.